Hey guys, this is Black Metal Troy 322 again. I want to talk about, this would be Reptilian Files vid 3. I'm going to talk about a guy named Phil Schneider. Phil Schneider was he was a U.S. geologist that he worked for the secret government and shit. Hold on, I got a Old English. I'm up here in my barn. Got the trampoline leaning up against it. See? Some dog keeps barking over there. I'm about to break this 40 over its head. No, I'm just playing. Damn it. Alright. Get a little drink here. Try to make this vid before the sun goes down. Should have got a Colt 45 because I've been making vids with the Old English, but I know Old English doesn't taste as malty as a Colt 45. It's got more of a hoppy taste. It's pretty good. Yeah, so shout out to Garcia, S. Garcia, I don't remember, but cool vid. I like how he reviews the beers. It's very, detailed in what he says. It's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, Phil Schneider, he was a geologist or whatever. He was in charge of, like, the dynamite and plastic explosives, all kinds of stuff like that, because he would blow out caverns underground for the government to make underground bases and stuff, right? And but he would have to find out which kind of explosive was the right kind for, the right kind of soil or dirt or rock or granite that he would encounter when is the first they drill down there, and then he'd find out what he would need to. He would blow out big man-made caverns, or they would find old natural caverns down there. He said there's 131 underground bases in the U.S. A lot of them are just military. Some are pure alien. Some are military/alien that will work together on it. Not all of them get along. It's different parts of the government. It's really complicated. I won't get into that, but he was in, so one day he had Rhyolite 38 clearance. I don't remember. Well, he was told he was going to be lowered down into this cavern because they said, well, go check it out, But they didn't tell him that a guy had disappeared down there, one of their other guys. He didn't know about that, so he went. He always carries his little hand pistol on him or whatever. So they lower him down there, and he's supposed to go down there and check for the rock samples or whatever. And he's down there and he sees this reptilian alien thing, and it charges him. Starts running towards him. Pulls out his pistol, shoots it right in the head. that was one story. You know, he said that I didn't even really remember the whole story. I mean, because I've got the video on YouTube. I'll send it to everybody. His lectures. There's 2 different lectures he does that I found on YouTube. But another story was they were digging down in the hole, and this real bad smoke came up, and he said that he thinks the government knew what was down there in that cavern, because it was a natural cavern, and they wanted him and his team to go down there and, you know, see if it was suitable for building another base. So they dig the hole, and then all this real bad smoke came out when, you know, once the air from the cavern hit them. It smelled like rotten flesh. Like, this is weird, you know. So they start lowering guys down there, because I think the first guys they lowered down there, they started shooting. They started hearing gunshots. They were shooting their guns, and they were hearing screaming. I think, yeah, he was part of the first team to go down there, and 66 people lost their lives that day. Well, what happened was, when they got down there was a bunch of gray aliens. The ones with the big black eyes. He said they smelled horrible. They had these, like, some kind of weapons, like some kind of, I can't remember, like beam guns or something. I don't know if it was the same kind I was talking about in the other video. Ray gun, or what did he call it? I forgot what it was called, but he said that they started shooting everybody. The Grays started shooting them, and then they started shooting them, because they had soldiers with them, you know, because they were digging. I don't know, they just had them with them because it was government stuff, and they started sending people down there to kill the Grays, and they didn't kill all of them. They killed so many of us, we gave up, and we ran out. But what happened was, Phil was down there, and the only reason he was still alive after that was because a guy pushed him. Phil got shot in the chest, and he even showed that he had a big scar on his chest, and he put his hand up like that to block the, I guess, in defense, because the beam was coming at him. And it chopped off 2 of his fingers. In the lectures, you can see he holds up his hand. He's missing these 2 fingers. Well, the only reason he survived is because one of the other soldiers pushed him onto the little elevator that goes up, you know, to the top from the underground cavern they were in. So he's laying on the elevator, like, all, you know, in a lot of pain and stuff. And when he gets to the top, you know, they say, all right, we can't send any more people down there. So I guess the government probably set him up, said, you know, just go down here, try to see what's down there. The government, that's what he thinks. He thinks that they were set up. The government just wanted them to kill him. I have to make a part 2 of this part 3 to run out of time. There's the ladder I used to get up here. There's my old bike. It's fucked up. It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Well, and then after that, you know, he was pretty tripped out. But he thought what he never really knew. I mean, before all that, he found out about the aliens and stuff. I don't remember the whole story. He thought he was just, you know, I mean, he knew what he was doing. He was building. He knew that the government worked with the aliens, because he got the clearance and stuff. And he got the clearance, but he never really saw him and stuff until the stories I told you about. But, alright. I'm gonna make part 2 of this video, and I'll finish the story.